Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Shisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Sports journalist Malika Andrews might be on her way to becoming one of the most disliked female reporters ever. In just about 72 hours, Malika Andrews has managed to build a growing distaste for how she's expressed and handled situations surrounding the Ime Udoka scandal. After disrespecting Stephen A. Smith on his show and getting checked, to very obviously dismissing Kendrick Perkins after he addressed legitimate concerns surrounding the Udoka suspension and how other women are not being held accountable, most recently she decided to push the line even further. In the wake of Celtics coach Ime Udoka being suspended for an entire 2022-23 season for having an intimate relationship with a female member of the franchise's staff, Joe Mazzulla has been elevated from assistant to interim head coach of the defending Eastern Conference champions. Joe Mazzulla will be the interim head coach for the Boston Celtics. And this is where the coffee starts to smell like shit.
This coffee smells like shit.
Michaela Andrews stirred up more controversy for the NBA's Boston Celtics when she brought up the history of the team's interim head coach for more than, get this, 13 years ago. Right, she went back 13 years to expose mistakes that the new head coach had made in his past. Check it out.
Joe Mazzulla will be the interim head coach here. You can see his resume on your screen. He's been a Celtics assistant coach the last 3 seasons after spending the previous 3 seasons at Fairmount State. And he played for West Virginia between 2006 and 2011, and now could become the NBA's youngest head coach at 34 years old. And we'd be remiss not to also mention that Mazzulla was arrested twice at West Virginia, once in 2008 for underage drinking and aggravated assault. He pled guilty, paid a fine, and then again in 2009 for domestic battery after an incident at Morgantown Bar. The domestic battery case never went to trial. It was settled in August of 2009. He paid a $100 fine and court costs, plus had to do 40 hours of community service. Now, that was 13 years ago. He settled and paid both fines. So, Woj, why are the Celtics choosing him as their next head coach?
So there you go, guys. That's Michaela Andrews, who argued that we need to protect the identity of the women who are speculated to have been involved in the potential consensual or non-consensual relationship with Ime Udoka, right? This is her. This is a chick who's saying we need to protect the identity of those women. But from the same lips, we'll jump fast, not slow, at the opportunity of exposing a man's past. Something doesn't seem right. Women like Michaela Andrews don't hide their disrespect for men. There's no good reason to bring up Joe Mazzulla's past. I mean, other than to paint a negative picture of the coach, where is that same protection for the men that she was passionately stating needs to be shown to the women involved in the Udoka scandal? So guys, obviously the internet had a lot to say about this situation. We're gonna check out a few of these comments. Let's see what the people had to say. First comment here says, I can't believe how much respect I lost from Malika in only 3 days. This next comment reads, bringing up the coach's underage drinking arrest was unnecessary and irrelevant to his current situation. She's showing her misandry to the world. Next comment says, you can't have everyone hate you. Eventually, it will catch up with you, especially in the world of sports entertainment. Next comment, I absolutely agree. ESPN, what are you doing? This is low. Another commenter wrote, I hate how everybody is judgmental. Everybody has skeletons. Who can cast judgment on anybody? This is terrible. Next comment, damn, they brought up 08 and 09 cases. So Malika can bring that up, but the women involved deserve to be anonymous. She's so whack. And finally, our last comment here reads, she clearly has an agenda and ESPN will ultimately suffer for it. Let women cover women's sports. It's not sexist, it's logical. We could never do or say the things that they do when covering our sports if we were covering theirs. So just let them cover theirs and we cover ours. It would save a ton of confusion and controversy. Probably not, but give it a shot anyways. Listen, guys, as always, I'm curious to know what you guys think. Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you guys for checking out another episode of The Coffee Pod. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.